just being fucking wrong. It's not the biggest stage ever. It's just like actually kind of sad. Like it's not even be frustrating. It's just that. Like it's just legitimately. Listen to this guy fucking fumble through the damn thing, peanut butter in his mouth, about the elements in between and the height. And he's fucking trying to replicate something that he does. It's just it's not even frustrating. I mean, I don't know, it's not even frustrating. So the first thing you have to run like how many these kinds of people out there. One, just repeat the thing that you've heard that so the fact that you've heard one company that actually when you are using the product of that the patient really before the new thing that was never if you say well in some kind of infection you would find it from the victim itself the wrong part of the that we said without so why it is wrong that is keeping you alive and allows you to have it so you I don't know what you're trying to do. There's this that not control, not a single picture, not a single basis of time, not a single picture show. That's the one. It's a house that you can you think I don't know if it's it's you have a that would be called like something like what is the thing when you have people to also and how to and to you also do if you have to start doing that so the thing is that these people give really I think let's see how about we start that and keep it up okay how you thought I was going how you learn something going on and they saw they were calling it doing maybe you back into control that I actually will. I think this is the key. That's what we can listen to both sides. Yeah, quantum field yin yang. It's quantum and tech. Actually, Bronson. What do you think that it revealed the yin yang? What do you think those words mean? Yes, I know that and is less than stellar. It looks like a rich woman dark made. It's like salty and self-disease portraying a guy. And I know it doesn't look great. It's highly pixelated on PlayStation 1 graphics here, but it did what the only webcam that I have, and I really don't make sense. I can't sleep. I'm extremely late right now. It's 3 a.m. I gotta get up at 7 a.m. and I didn't sleep last night. Not sleeping tonight. Insomnia is absolutely beating my cheeks in and making me mad. People are upset for not being able to sleep. It's with pirates. That's what we're here to talk about. Since I was constantly learning, I'm thinking about the most inopportune moments for deep existential thoughts, which kept me awake. I decided I'd go on the cyberspace to see if there's any kind of lies that could put me to sleep. You know, maybe do sing me a song or something. But instead, all I found were two very peculiar cases of porch pirates stealing packages that I just think are really interesting. So let's talk about them. You know that trope that exists in anime and science fiction where the villain is super smart, like the most creative and most galaxy brain scheme imaginable? Yeah, it doesn't usually happen in the real world. It's usually just a bunch of fucking brain dead morons that have the dumbest ideas that try. But not in this case. We finally have a rare unicorn here with a turbo genius criminal. So, they wanted to steal a package, but they didn't want their identity to be compromised because most people have ring doorbells or something similar in this day and age. So, how do you get around this? They don't have the mass technology that Mission Impossible does or anything, so they had to get creative. It seems like they found a nearby traffic cone and hid inside of it, which does a great job of concealing not only their face, but their whole body. This could be a full-grown man, full-grown woman, or a child. There's no telling. The only clues we have to go on are the barefoot pitter-patter from the door to the drum.
I have a working theory, though. I think the culprit here is someone that is familiar with the family. I think it's a family friend, or maybe even a nearby neighbor. They knew they could be easily identified by the homeowner, which is what
They took such extreme measures here. That, or it's staged. This could just be fake. This could be just a prank, like a staged video for the sake of it going viral, which it absolutely did. But I like to pretend and suspend disbelief here. I like to think that this was a real instance of a porch pirate coming up with a really creative solution. But anyway, there's no further updates that I can find on this story, so this menace is still at large. Sleep in fear. Or in my case, don't sleep at all, because insomnia is a real bitch. But also, if there's any traffic cones nearby, you might want to hide them somewhere so that way they can't be utilized like this and steal your packages. Now, while this one could be faked, the next one is not, because they've been caught. Though they did have an equally creative idea on how to get away with stealing packages. I'm kidding, it's actually a really fucking stupid idea. I'll just go ahead and show you the news segment on it.
Dash driver arrested. Police say she was caught on camera instead of delivering taking. Take a look here. Police say Juliana Sagaram stole a package, as you see right there, from a Manhasset home last month. Video shows a woman walking up to the doorstep on Highland Terrace holding a brown paper bag there, and police telling us it was a Chipotle order she was supposed to deliver nearby. Neighbors say this is unbelievable.
So Juliana's plan was simple and also not super effective because she didn't get away with it. There were a lot of holes in this scheme. It wasn't exactly a bulletproof plan. While doing food delivery, she decided to take this package here, and I guess her whole idea was if she's in the middle of a food delivery, no one would think twice about her going up to the front of a house, and then she could make a getaway with the package without anyone stopping her. So it seems the whole idea was to avoid suspicion by having a good cover story. No, I'm not here to steal packages. I'm here to deliver food. You're out of order. You lost your marbles. But she failed to account for modern technology, where most people have like Ring doorbells now or anything that records video outside their home, because of the rising problem of porch pirates. So it didn't do anything to prevent the authorities from seeing who she was. And I guess really she just wanted to make sure no one would like interfere with her plan. But I don't know how common that is. Like, I don't feel like there's a ton of people that recognize when a porch pirate is striking, because they usually run up, grab it, and run away. There's not a whole lot of time for someone to fucking swoop in and stop them, unless, of course, she's doing this in Gotham City and Batman happened to be nearby in the neighborhood. Like, I just don't think that is really commonplace. So overall, Buddy with the traffic cone over his head actually had a more effective strategy than she did. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about these because they were super silly. They both came up with pretty creative plans on how to be a scumbag, and one of them so far has got away with it. The other one is at least facing charges, so that's good that she's, been caught. And I guess we'll see if the traffic cone supervillain pops out of hiding at some point again in the future. But anyway, that's about it. So yeah. Well, yes, I actually did just finish playing pickup basketball on this sacred Thursday night. Thank you for asking. How did I play? Well, terribly, actually. I played horribly. I almost immediately pulled my shoulder, which at my age is very painful. and then my old man brittle bones started creaking a lot, and a fly flew in my mouth. But that didn't stop me from putting on an absolute shooting nightmare. I went like 4 for 12 and 0 for 2 from the 3. It was bad. And also, the fly in my mouth paranoid me because I'm a hypochondriac. I couldn't stop imagining Ozzy and Drix inside of my body fighting against this fly in there. It wasn't my best show. But can you stop talking about basketball so much, please? That's not what we're here for. Goodness gracious, you're a real chatty Cathy. What the fuck? What we're here to discuss is a really weird criminal I learned about on stream last night, and I've been thinking about him ever since. There's a case going around about a criminal in Essex who has done nothing but steal pacifiers from literal babies. Wait, what? Man, 23, charged with snatching dummies from babies in Essex. Dummies? You guys call pacifiers dummies? It just sounds like you're insulting your kid. Why don't I just call him a pacifier? A man will appear in court charged with snatching dummies out of the mouths of babies. What a cartoonishly evil plan. Does he at least sell them or something? Like, what's the motivation besides just making a baby cry? Josh Gilder was arrested on Monday on suspicion of theft from a person, robbery, and using threatening behavior to cause alarm and distress. This happened on 4 occasions, apparently. The serial pacifier, robber, burglar. What does he do with them? Does he just take them out and run away, or does he take them out and put them back? Like, what does he do? Oh, here we go. We got some more information. All right. This story just took a really interesting twist. So according to this, well, according to her, he uses the dummy to soothe himself. So what he's doing, and this is a revolting thought, he is taking the pacifiers out of babies' mouths and then sucking on them himself. That is fucking gross. Holy shit. He said he would take the dummy and then go sit in a tent and use the dummy, describing the thefts as purely acquisition. So acquisitive. Mulder also admitted causing harassment, alarm, and distress to a police officer the day he was arrested. He told the officer, "If my stuff gets broken, I swear I'll kill you." He denied 3 charges of assault relating to 3 of the 5 children who he took the dummies from. Still shouldn't be stealing them from babies. Bit of a hot take there from me, but I'll say it with my chest. Stealing from a baby is, well, that's pretty low. I'm just gonna say he's a jerk. He's a bit of a jerk. When police were initially looking for this guy, they released this photo, hoping that someone recognized him. But it's just a photo of someone's back with a hoodie on. But I guess it worked out in the end because they did apprehend him. He was taking candy from literal babies, pretty much, and they eventually did arrest him for it. But I really like the idea that someone sees this and they're like, "Oh my god, that's hoodie. Wait, great. I know exactly who that is. What a Josh." And who knows, maybe that's exactly how it happened. But yeah, they did apprehend him, and the whole story, for sure. But I want to keep those little bonus that I learned about on the free website. Actually, no, I need to do. Can you tell us a bit of a rabbit hole of your crime? So the next one is about a physical mannequin sticker. And you see on the list, so beware of any mannequins. They might be marked with your somewhere. So just be advised. We're targeted someday we found that somebody had peed on a mannequin. Turns out he'd been hitting other targets in Minnesota and peeing on mannequins.